with the radio down. Don't turn it up for me. Like graveyard, diet coke. Feeling still got a couple of burn marks from when you smoked. You breathe them out and thought in your mind, but I won't let you down. Won't let you down this time. Like gasoline is free.
Good morning. You are listening to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. This is the Summer Morning Buzz. I'm one of your hosts, Olivia Sider, and it is currently 9:01 on July 20th.
I'm your other host, Yuan Sabanellis, and in today's show, we will be discussing the World Cup, Citizen Bank ending financing for ICE jails, two local businesses closing, and Montclair tennis. But before we get into our top stories for the day, here is your WMSC news update.
Good morning. I'm Alessia Pizza, and this is your WMSC news. For our top story, history was made last night in East Rutherford, New Jersey, as Spain defeated Argentina 1-0 to win the 2026 FIFA World Cup. More than 80,000 fans packed New Jersey Stadium, while millions more watched from around the world to see who would lift soccer's biggest trophy. The match was exciting from start to finish, with both teams creating scoring chances before Spain broke through with the game's only goal. The championship wasn't just about the action on the fields. At halftime, fans were treated to the first official FIFA World Cup halftime show. The performance featured Shakira, BTS, Madonna, Justin Bieber, and Burna Boy. The 11-minute show combined music, lights, and special effects, bringing a Super Bowl-style entertainment experience to the world's biggest soccer tournament. For New Jersey, it was a historic night as thousands of fans from around the world filled hotels, restaurants, and local businesses across the region. Officials say hosting the World Cup final showcased New Jersey on the world stage and highlighted its ability to welcome one of the largest sporting events in history. Spain now celebrates as World Cup champions, while fans everywhere look back on a tournament filled with unforgettable moments, passionate supporters, and memories that will last years to come. In Montclair news, Montclair State University continues preparing for the upcoming academic term, with students taking advantage of summer classes, research opportunities, and campus events. University officials are also highlighting new initiatives, including expanded public media operations and continued academic growth as the fall semester approaches. In New Jersey news, New Jersey is working on a plan to create more housing across the state. State leaders announced plans to turn unused land near New Jersey transit stations into new neighborhoods with apartments, businesses, and easier access to public transportation. Officials say the goal is to help more people find places to live while making it easier to get around without always needing a car. The first projects are expected to begin in areas like Linden and Bayonne, with more locations possible in the future. State officials say the plan could bring new opportunities for residents and help communities continue to grow. In sports, Spain is celebrating after winning the FIFA World Cup final, defeating Argentina 1-0. Meanwhile, the New York Yankees bounced back with a big win over the Dodgers, taking the second game of the doubleheader 2-1. Heading into traffic, there are typical slowdowns on Bloomfield Avenue through downtown Montclair, Valley Road, and Watchung Avenue. Drivers also should expect heavier traffic approaching Route 3, Interstate 280, and Route 46 as commuters make their way towards Newark and New York City. There are no reports of any major crashes or road closures in Montclair at this time. However, ongoing utility and roadway improvement projects may result in temporary lane restrictions on some local streets, so use caution if you encounter work crews. Moving on to the weather. Currently, it is 67 degrees and sunny. Sunny conditions will continue all day, and the high will be 83 degrees at around 4 p.m. This has been your WMSC News Report.
Thank you very much, Alicia. All right. Now we're going to get into our first story of the day. Going back some World Cup. So we got Montclair welcoming the Spain national team after their World Cup win. So thousands of soccer fans crowded around the MC Hotel in Montclair yesterday, welcoming back Spain's national soccer team after they won the World Cup. They won 1-0 against Argentina after a tense game going into some extra time. The local hotel has been a hotspot for a lot of the soccer teams during the World Cup. Other countries that have stayed at the hotel have included Germany, England, and Norway. So, did you guys watch the game? Did you see the game at all?
I did. I watched like the second half. Or, like I watched the halftime and then the second half.
Yeah. I kind of like kept going in and out. I was at work, but they have like the
I was
TVs.
gonna say, don't they play? They'd probably play it at your job, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was also such a slow day yesterday because of the final. But my job, I work at like a Asian restaurant, so not a lot of people are going there to like watch. Like it's not like a kind of place where you go to watch games usually, but it was kind of nice. Like all my coworkers were just like gathered around like the TV watching the
Mm.
game. There's also no audio on our TVs because they don't like there's audio, but they don't let you turn it on. So we're just
That's
watching it in
crazy.
silence. But yeah, it was really funny. A lot of my coworkers, like they were all kind of like rooting for Spain too, so it was nice. It was like every time I went back, I was like, no one scored yet. Like that's something about soccer that I always forget is that like it's not like a very like high scoring game. Like
Yeah.
it's not like basketball where it's like there's like 100-point games and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
Like it's literally like you could win 1-0 and that's it over the course of like 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's such a long game. It's so tense. And I think Spain even like they had a goal, but then it was like they didn't count it. Like a bunch of like stuff like that was happening.
Yeah. Wait.
I think like one of the players like injured, like an
Let's see.
Argentine. I think like one of the Argentina players got like injured and then they scored the goal, so they didn't count it or something like that.
I did not watch it at all. But
That's okay.
I watched the halftime performance, and that was
How
really
was it? Was it
I
good?
I didn't see the full thing. I've just been like watching I like watched online like clips that they posted, and it looked really good.
Okay. I know
But
I
I'm
haven't
not
seen any clips because I saw Justin Bieber on the screen, but once again, no audio at work, so it was just like, okay, there's Justin
Yeah.
Bieber.
It wasn't.
Awesome.
I feel like it wasn't really on for like a long time.
No, well, usually I feel like halftime performances are pretty like quick, and they have like
Yeah.
multiple artists too. Like it's not even just like
Yeah.
the one artist. But that's so interesting. I mean, they had like BTS.
Yeah. Was that their first World Cup halftime performance, or they
Yeah. It
had
was.
it?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's the first time they've like done that. Like
Okay.
period. Like I guess honestly, I feel like that gets people interested.
Yeah, and I think like since it was in the United States, they wanted to take advantage and like make it like bigger, have more people
Yeah.
watch.
I feel like it definitely the World Cup being in the US, I think has gotten a lot more people interested. I don't know. I feel like I maybe just because like I'm not a big sports person, I don't come from like a big like sports family, but I've never heard anything about any of the other World Cups, I feel like.
What?
Yeah.
This is
No,
like
me
my
neither.
first time like actually like kind of knowing what's going on with the World Cup.
Yeah.
Like the last one, what was that? 2022 something? I don't even remember. See, I don't know. This is just from what other people have told me. Like it's like I couldn't tell you who won. I couldn't tell you the final people. Like I like knew nothing about it. I think also like my boyfriend like works like he's working at MetLife for the World Cup, which is now over. So I think I've been hearing a lot of it from him too and like his friends. So I think that's kind of like and it's like yeah, it's like in America. Like I feel like more people actually like care about it.
Yeah,
Like otherwise I feel like if it was anywhere else I probably wouldn't be hearing like half as much about it.
Yeah.
yeah. I think also like they got a lot of non-soccer fans to be involved because it was fun. Like it was fun to watch.
Yeah.
And I think since like the final, since it was Argentina and Spain, and Argentina won last World Cup.
I think maybe.
Yeah, that they were like it was like a big thing.
Yeah. I think also like just the final and some of the games being in New Jersey, I feel like that's a pretty big deal for like local people. It gets like my mom thinks it's cool and I'm like that woman knows nothing about soccer, you know. But like even she's kind of interested. But yeah, well, because my boyfriend, he was there yesterday at the final. Um, and he got to go on this field like after the game and stuff.
That's so cool.
That's
And there
crazy.
were some of like the Spain players like still on the field too.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
That's so fun.
I know. I'm like, wow. I'm like, you get a network. Like, what are you doing? Network.
There is there is a good amount of Montclair students working the World Cup, I feel like. I
Oh, I
saw
know so many. Half of the sports communication building.
that's so cool.
A lot of WMSC people were working actually.
Wait, I was gonna work it, but for like the thing, it said you had to attend every game,
Oh yeah.
and that's like every game that was at MetLife. And then I was like, that's kind of a big commitment.
Yeah. But it's a really cool opportunity though. Like if you're like a sports
Yeah.
person, well, because like I know all the people I know that are doing it are like big sports people. Like they're all sports comm majors for the most part. So they all were like in it. It's like I know at least for like my boyfriend, it was like he had to be there like the day before the games and then like day of the games.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of weird because there were like periods. Well, because when he was working it, he would stay with me because he lives all the way in South Jersey. But it was like there would be periods where he was there for the week or so, but then there was like recently, like before the final, like there was a big gap of time before there was another game at MetLife. So it's kind of like that. But
Yeah, true.
I mean, it's pretty good. It's like a paid internship and everything, so it's not like you're doing it for free.
Yeah, and it's such a cool experience. Like imagine getting to say you got to work the World Cup.
Oh yeah, 100%. But no, it's really cool. And yeah, I mean that was a cool win too. Um, honestly, I wish I got to watch like more of the game. Like I wish I was at like a watch party with like a bunch of Spain fans or something.
Mhm.
I feel like that's a cool experience. But yeah, so that's what we got with World Cup. What else do we got going on? You wanna?
Okay. So Citizens Bank recently announced that it will end its financing relationship with private prison companies CoreCivic and GEO Group, which operate many ICE detention facilities, just 3 days after Montclair voted to divest town funds from the bank. Montclair's Township Council unanimously voted to withdraw roughly $91 million in public funds from Citizens Bank over its financial ties to the private prison industry. The decision followed months of pressure from local activists, residents, and the De-ICE Citizens Bank Coalition, who argued public money should not be held by a bank financing immigrant detention facilities. Citizens said its decision to end the lending relationships was based on changing business circumstances, not political pressure, saying the company's financing needs had changed. Advocates called the announcement a major victory while saying they will continue monitoring the bank to ensure it fully follows through on ending its ties to the prison companies. Montclair is among several municipalities, including Jersey City, that have moved to divest public funds from Citizens Bank over the issue. The controversy centers on Citizens Bank financing of CoreCivic and GEO Group, two of the nation's largest private prison operators, which run numerous ICE detention facilities. So,
That's
I
so
didn't even,
interesting. I didn't realize that they had um that going on. Wait, so ICE
me
detention
neither.
centers. Like,
I didn't even realize this was going on in Montclair.
yeah. I mean, I'm assuming it's not there's no detention centers in Montclair, but maybe I guess Citizens Bank must be like one of the local banks, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they got oh yeah, there's a bunch like Clifton, Cedar Grove, Bloomfield. So I'm like looking it up. I'm trying to like oh yeah. Oh. A lot of money. Sorry, I'm looking at the New Jersey .com article about it. That's okay, but honestly, like that's good. You know, I feel like Montclair is definitely a town where they have their like strong opinions on topics like
Yeah.
ICE, funding, Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get too into it, Not nothing crazy, but definitely Montclair is definitely taking their stance, I think. I think it's an expected stance from Montclair. And I mean, yeah, no matter like what your opinions are on all that, I think, that not fabulous things have been happening in that field.
Yeah.
So I don't blame people for not wanting to send their money that way. That's the rough part about things being like funded public, like with like public funds, like townspeople, especially such controversial things. It's kind of like, uh, do you want your taxpayer dollars going there?
Yeah.
Probably not. Probably not. Especially if you're from Montclair. Just given the demographic, probably don't want that happening. So, yeah, but okay, so Citizens Bank, they pulled out. Like they're done giving the money to the
Yeah.
Okay. So that makes sense. So, yeah, I feel like Jersey City has moved to, yeah, I don't know. Boycotting's been a big thing lately. I feel like this is kind of like a boycott situation, like pulling
Yeah.
public funds.
In a way, yeah.
That's such a big thing too lately. I feel like people have been talking about boycotting, like, does it actually work? Like, all of this. And I guess this is an example of it working. So,
Yeah.
to an extent. But you know what? That's good. That's something you always gotta give credit to Montclair for. They're gonna speak their mind. They're not gonna support things they don't want to support. And you gotta give it to them. I don't know. I like when people take a stand for what they believe in, as everyone should. And yeah, so we're gonna go on a quick break here, and then we will be back with some more stories in just a moment.
We're in the midst of catching the wild red hawk rocket. Crikey, he's a big one. You're one step ahead of him. The only thing that catches his ear is 90.3 WMSC, Upper Montclair.
You wanna know what's going on with me? You wanna know I'm doing better since I had to leave. So go ahead, playing me in your own sadistic game. And we both know that things are never gonna be the same. Say you're sorry and you're gonna change. Oh, you got a pattern, can't seem to break. Do it again and again. Go on and try to pretend till the next girl you would never try and f- a friend. Carry that on your back, the guilty itch you can't scratch. I know it won't be the last. You're gonna tell me
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Good morning. My name is Alessia Pizza, and this is your regular traffic and weather update. Heading into traffic. Traffic is moving smoothly across most of the area, but drivers may see some slowdowns on Bloomfield Avenue, Valley Road, and Watchung Avenue during the morning commute. No major incidents are currently reported, but remember to leave extra time for possible construction or delays on nearby highways. Moving on to the weather. It is currently 67 degrees, but feels like 73 degrees. The UV will reach a high of 8 today, so it's perfect weather for tanning. This has been your WMSC traffic and weather update.
Hello, everybody. We're Montclair State Music Club.
We do general music appreciation, such as album listen-alongs, album and artist analyses, to even our more specialized events, such as jam sessions, burning CDs, and band teas and boba.
For general body meetings, we meet on Wednesdays from 2 to 3:30.
To find more information on meetings, check Engage or
Look for our Instagram at MSU_Music Club. Reach out to us there or email msmc@sjmsu.org.
where words fail, music speaks. Hope to see you there.
Ever feel like your college life could be a sitcom? Cue the Laughs is a show that connects the vast variety of sitcoms to our college experiences. Hosted by Elion Saldivar, join us every Tuesday from 10 to 11 a.m. as we talk about different sitcoms from pilot episodes, mockumentaries, and so much more. Whether you need a break from college or a dose of nostalgia, tune in to Cue the Laughs because sometimes life really is just one big sitcom.
And we are back here at 90.3 WMSC, Upper Montclair. All right, we got some more stories coming at you guys. We got, unfortunately, 2 local spots have closed down in Montclair after the owner has announced her retirement. So both Mickey and Al's Nursery and Plum Bakery in Montclair are closing down after their owner, Natalie Lee, announced her retirement in a heartfelt Instagram post. After 40 years in professional kitchens and 16 years serving the Montclair community, she has decided to retire. The sister businesses sit next to each other on Glenridge Avenue. There's been so many spots closing down lately. I remember the other week we had a story about another like local bakery or cafe. I can't remember what it was, but another spot closing down. At least this is for like a good reason, I guess. Retirement's good.
Yeah.
But that's so sad. But that's so cute. I wish I knew. They're like sitting next to each other, the businesses. That's so cute. Little sister bakeries. And I believe Plum Bakery, I think that's a gluten-free bakery in Montclair, I believe.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, and then we got Mickey and Al's. That's like a Jewish style deli. So those are also kind of like pretty niche, like not niche, but they got like a specific thing going for them, which is so sad that it's closing down. But I mean, Montclair, there's so many good local businesses at least, so one shuts down, but you have another one to, fill your heart after. Your favorite bakery might close down, may or may not close down, but at least it's for a good reason. Positive retirement, not I don't know. I feel like she looked quite young too, so that must be good for her. I feel like she's very successful business owner. Get to own two places in Montclair.
Good for her for retiring.
Yeah, but
That's always good.
yeah, I mean, she like wrote in the Instagram post, quote, although I'm hanging up my apron on the professional side, I'll never stop loving to cook and bake. It was and always will be my true passion. Um, I don't know, that's so cute.
I was gonna say that's sweet.
I know. And yeah, so it originally started with Plum Bakery, I believe, in 2010. And that was on Park Street.
Oh, so they
But
haven't been open that long. How
yeah,
long is that? 16 years?
2010, yeah, like 16 years. But then they moved to Glenridge Ave. And then I think it's like kind of a similar thing, except Mickey and Al's, I think, is a little bit newer. I think that started in like 2020. I think that was like maybe like a COVID era business. And then in 2023, it moved next door to Plum Bakery in Glenridge Avenue. So they're like sister businesses next to each other. I wonder what's gonna fill that like little
I was
spot
just gonna
there.
say that. I wonder what they're gonna add in its place.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see. But yeah. Oh, that must be so fun. Honestly, I feel like owning a business and like they're right next to each other, you could just like switch back and forth.
Yeah,
Like,
and you could make sure to like check on everything.
yeah. That must be so nice. Cause I mean, like I know like there are people that like do own multiple businesses, but they're usually in like different towns or
Yeah.
like different locations. Like I feel like that'd be so cute. I feel like a dream would be like you own a business next to like a friend or something and you guys
Mhm.
just like go like check in on each other. That's like when I don't know, when I was little, I always wanted to like live in like a community with like my friends and family, like a little roundabout, and it's all just people that I'm friends
Yeah.
with. Like it gives that
Yeah.
vibe. That's the vibe that that gives.
You ever wish like your neighbor was your best friend when you were younger?
Yeah.
I always wished that.
I'm like, it's like close enough. Like one of my best friends, Gabby, I live next door to her grandma and her
My
aunts.
goodness, that's fun.
That's how I know her because her grandparents live next door. So like she would she would like go over a lot when she was younger. I mean, now not as much, but she lives a little further from me now. She's like a half hour away from me. So she doesn't go there as often. But like when we were little, like she would always be over and stuff. So it was kind of like that,
Mm,
which was nice.
that
It's
is nice.
definitely like I want to like live like next to my friends or like something one day.
Yeah.
Because like especially like being like a college student and like actually like living with my friends, it's like, oh my gosh, like not living with my friends is gonna be so hard when I'm unk and graduate.
I don't even want to talk about that right now.
Sorry, you wanna?
I'm waiting until the spring semester to start thinking about graduation. Like I can't even think about it. It's gonna make me sad.
I know. Yuana was my freshman year roommate. That's how I
we
know
met.
her.
We went random.
We
too.
did go random. I love getting my Snapchat flashbacks about like trying to pick my random roommate, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like what's happening? Like Ioana's Instagram was aesthetic enough for me to pick her as my
Yeah.
roommate. So
Yeah, I
tip
guess it was.
for incoming freshmen, get that Instagram right so you get a roommate.
Exactly. Exactly.
Aesthetics are everything. No, I'm kidding. Do not take advice from me. But yeah, sad to see another local business close, but at least it's all for good reasons. All right. So we got one more story here. You wanna take it away?
So, a rising Montclair High School senior is working to make tennis more accessible by introducing the sport to younger children in the community. The student believes growing the game from the bottom up starts with exposing kids to tennis at an early age and creating more opportunities to play. The effort focuses on breaking down barriers to participation, including making tennis feel welcoming and accessible for beginners. Montclair already has a strong recreational foundation with 17 public tennis courts, giving young players places to learn and practice. The initiative aims to build long-term interest in tennis, encouraging more local children to stay active and develop a lifelong love for the sport. So,
challengers.
I was literally about to say that. I was thinking that all through reading this article.
That's what got me interested in tennis, but more for the youth. Um,
Yeah.
no, that's good. I feel like tennis has been like a up and coming sport a little bit. Or like
Yeah,
not that it's an irrelevant sport, but I feel like people like you don't meet too many people that play tennis, but I feel like I've been meeting more people. Or,
yeah.
like,
I feel like a lot in like the youth, like tennis is like specified. So I feel like you like your parents like put you in tennis like separate from school, if that makes sense. Like you know how like school has
Yeah.
like soccer, basketball, football, all
yeah.
those things, but I feel like tennis is more niche. So
Yeah.
growing up, like you kind of have to be put into it. And then I in high school, obviously, like it's a high school sport, but I feel like there's less of a youth that plays tennis.
Yeah. I low-key forgot about that because yeah, I guess most schools, at least like elementary schools, don't have tennis courts.
Yeah,
It's
no.
kind of more
Yeah.
like I wouldn't say it's like more like a in my mind it's kind of like a golf where it's like maybe it's a little bit of like a more like upper class kind of sport vibe, but that's just because you have to kind of be put into classes for it.
Yeah.
Like yeah, like kind of like what you're saying. Like it's not like a accessible like middle school kind of sport you play.
Uh-huh.
But I think they're trying to make it I mean that's like kind of what Montclair's doing. I think they're like trying to make it more accessible with like public tennis courts and stuff. So like, you know, maybe you don't have to pay the expense for classes and stuff. Like you could just like go to a local tennis court. Or like I know by me, like we have like in the parks, like there's tennis courts, but they're not maintained well, like at all. Like they look pretty like abandoned almost. I mean, I
Mhm.
haven't passed one in a while. Maybe it's changed, but yeah, it's kind of like one of those things where it's like you can always find like a public basketball court or like just do
Yeah.
it at your like elementary, middle school. But yeah, tennis is one of those things. And I think tennis is like that's a good sport because it kind of like you got like the hand-eye coordination, like you're running around, like you're moving. Like I think you
Yeah.
build a lot of good skills from tennis.
Yeah, I agree. I when I was in high school, like my senior year, I randomly had like an interest in tennis and my friend played tennis, so he taught me how to play. So now I know how to play, but I don't really play often.
Are you good?
I wouldn't say good.
I'm definitely not good at tennis. We had it as part of our gym curriculum in high school.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's kinda
same.
cool.
Yeah, we had it as part of it, and I was not good at all. It's one of those things where you're like, how bad can I be at this? Bad. You could be pretty bad at tennis, and I am that.
Yeah.
I don't have the hand-eye coordination, is what I realized. Or I would always hit the ball like way too hard, and it would go like really far. Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of like see, it's a good skill to have because you kind of have to figure out like the perfect like okay, you want to hit it hard, but you can't hit it so hard that it goes like out of bounds.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like
You know, like how like there's naturally athletic people and like they're usually like they could play different sports and be like decent at it.
yeah.
I feel like tennis is not one of those things. Like just because you're athletic
Yeah.
does not make you good at it, if that makes sense.
No. Well, it's different than like basketball or soccer.
Yeah.
Those are definitely like I think like if you're athletic, it's because you have like kind of like the built up like endurance, like you're like running a lot
Yeah.
in those sports and stuff.
Tennis, you are running a lot and you do have to be fast.
Yeah,
But
but
like
it's
a
like a
different,
different.
yeah.
It's just different. Maybe like basketball, you got like the hand-eye coordination, like
Yeah.
maybe, but it's definitely different. I think it's a little more like calculated. It gives like golf vibes. Like I don't know. It's like a little more like
Golf vibes, maybe just because the outfits.
yeah. I feel like there's some sports where like you could get away if you like you could get away with being like pretty good at it if you have certain traits. Like you know, football players, like if you're kind of like big muscular, like you could probably get away with being a decent player.
Yeah.
But like tennis, it's kind of like you gotta like actually
Yeah, yeah.
get it down.
And you have to learn. It's not easy to learn. It's not one of those things
No.
that I mean, I guess if you like pick up things easily, but for me, it's kind of hard.
Yeah, no, it's pretty hard. Like basketball, you could get away with basketball if you're tall. Like
Yeah.
you could get away, or like people want you to play. Like you don't got to be like a great like shooter, but like
You'd be surprised though. I feel like there's a lot of tall people who just like aren't great.
no, they're not good, but they kind of get away easier.
Yeah.
I feel like you look at like NBA teams, I feel like they're kind of choosing like a taller guy that's all right at basketball rather than like a short dude that's like pretty
I
good.
was gonna say they do that too, like for colleges. For like, for example, for college football, there might be a player who's decent, maybe not the best player, but if they have the size and the builds, they feel like they could make them into a better player.
Yeah. And that's like kind of where it's different with like tennis. I feel like anyone could kind of like it's like one of those things where it's like I don't think you necessarily need a specific trait to be like good at it. You just got to
Yeah.
be like quick on your feet and like kind of have it down, like the hand motion down.
Yeah.
And then I feel like you're good, you know?
Mhm.
So I guess it's a pretty inclusive sport when you think about it, you know? And it's all skills that could be built, you know? It's
Yeah.
not like a genetic thing like height. So
It's like I feel like it's a good thing for like younger children to get into in the community. It's also a way to make friends and I don't
yeah,
know, I feel
no,
like
sports is
yeah.
such a good way to like actually like
So I think this is
Fine.
such a good idea to get more people involved in maybe a different kind of sport. Maybe they tried every sport and they didn't find something they liked. Maybe they'll like tennis.
yeah. No. Tennis is also like that's a fun sport. Like that's a fun sport to watch, honestly. Like Wimbledon.
I
like-
agree. I agree because it's so fast paced.
Yeah. And I'm not a big sports watcher like at all. But I feel like it's so good because it's so
Yeah.
tense. I feel like
I
that's the thing. It's like you're kind of like watching the whole time because it's like two people, maybe like the doubles or whatever, but like
Mhm.
it's literally just like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and you're waiting for someone to just like mess up the one time.
Yeah.
We're like, hello, World Cup soccer. Literally, it could be like 2 hours and someone doesn't score a goal. Like, it's not as tense, I guess. So it's definitely a fun watch. They make good movies. I love Challengers.
I wish I was good at tennis. Like I thought when I was a kid, I was really, really good at pickleball, not pickleball. What's that one?
Badminton.
Yes, that.
I love
I was
badminton.
really good at that, and I thought because I was good at that, I would be good at tennis. And then I tried tennis and just not the same thing. Not the same
No.
thing.
No, badminton is so fun. If I find a badminton court, I'm there because I haven't played in like probably since like high school, but I used to love it. In gym class, I would eat it up. Like
No, same. That was the only thing I did in
Oh my
PE
gosh.
class in high school. And like if I wish Montclair had a club team, I would be on that. I
You
would
could
be on
start it. You wanna start the club
Wait,
team?
I would join. I actually love badminton. Like it's
There you
so
go.
fun.
You already have your first team member.
There we go. In the fall, we'll
Wait, do they have one? Because like I
I
actually
don't think they do. I think the club team. What club?
do they have
team-
intramural?
I don't even think so. I feel like our newest kind of like niche sport is probably like the flag football team that we
Yeah.
have. That's kind of like the
Is that
newest.
club or is that like an actual NCAA?
No, I think
What
it's
is
the
it?
NCAA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
That's like recent though. Like that was like their first this past season was their first season. So,
Yeah.
but hey, maybe that paves the way for some more opportunities. Like you wanna pitching a badminton team.
My last year at Montclair, that's how I leave.
Wait,
That's
that's
what I
like the legacy you should leave.
Yeah, captain and founder of the badminton team, and maybe we'll go like D1.
I don't,
We just happen to be so good that we're like, wow. Is that a thing, D1 badminton?
I don't think so.
Do they have more than one division of that? Like how many
Do they have like division?
I don't think they do. I don't think that's a thing. We could
I
start
don't
it
think-
though
Yeah, we could start it. We could be the first.
for the non-athletes.
Guys, they have a Division 1 badminton.
Really?
Yeah.
What colleges have that?
I don't know, but wait.
That's so
Why
funny.
don't we have a
Oh
badminton?
wait, no, they
team?
don't. Wait, sorry.
Uh,
It's for club teams. They have like Division 1, Division 2, Division 3 club teams, and then only Division 3 for NCAA.
Oh. Okay,
Oh.
honestly, the fact that they have a division in NCAA is interesting though.
You
Yeah.
should start
It
it.
said it said only while badminton is not NCAA Division 1 or 2 varsity sport, they have Division 3 at specific liberal arts colleges.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That is like a very like liberal arts school
Yeah.
team to
Yeah.
have is badminton. That makes sense for you, Ioana, though. So come on, get it started up. All right.
I'm-
Enough yapping about tennis. I think we're gonna go for another quick little break, and then we have a segment for you guys. So stay tuned if you like, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Voy caminando a la fábrica otra vez pensando en ti. Así va caminando a la fábrica otra vez pensando en como siempre, como siempre. Andando, pensando, o llorando. A la escuela otra vez pensando en ti. Y en tus ojos perfecto y así va a cambiar nuestra vida otra vez. ¿Qué va a pasar? Marchando.
And we're back here at 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. All right, guys, it's BuzzFeed quiz time.
Yay.
So, today, what do we got? We have, how well do you know these very, 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 very bizarre facts?
Oh my goodness.
That's the title of it. It's a lot of varies. So, I guess it's some weird fun facts, and we're gonna see if we know, I guess, the right answer to them. So, we'll hop into it. The first one we got is, what is the largest living organism on Earth? The options we got are blue whale, the Great Barrier Reef, a subterranean fungus, and ancient redwood forest.
I think the Great Barrier Reef. Because it is living, right?
I think so, yeah.
Because like coral living.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think. The blue whale, Nah. The Great Barrier Reef, that's got to be bigger than the blue whale, right?
Yeah,
They're saying it's the Great Barrier.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know what the last two things even are. So
A fungus, ancient redwood forest. Oh, the redwood forest in California. I don't know. I feel like the Great Barrier Reef might be it.
too.
All right, let's see. Let's click that. Oh, no. It's
Oh.
the subterranean fungus. What?
Mhm.
Okay, so it says it's a single honey mushroom in Oregon that spans over 3.7 square miles. It's mostly underground, quietly eating a forest from the inside out, and it's thousands of years old. You are walking on a giant silent monster.
Okay, yeah. So I guess since
Oh.
it's like underground, you can really see it. So
Yeah, I guess so. So,
that's kind of a trick question.
yeah, I guess all of those could kind of be like up for it. Like, what's a living? Oh, I don't like fungus and like fungi. I watch too many like zombie shows, I think. So, freaks me out. All right. Next one we got. What terrifying sound does the sand in certain deserts make when the wind hits it just right? Okay, so the options are high-pitched screaming, deep low-pitched humming slash booming, hissing like millions of snakes, a ticking clock.
I
Ooh.
feel like high pitched screaming.
I was gonna say screaming. I feel like, well,
That's
because
what
I
I
just
was
think
gonna
like,
say.
yeah, well, like the wind in general kind of makes like a
Yeah.
kind of like noise. I feel like if you get it like high enough, I feel like that could sound like screaming.
Or maybe it could be deep, low pitch humming or booming because it does make a sound like that.
Yeah. It could be like any of these because then I'm also like I could kind of see it being like snakes. Maybe like the wind like rustling. It could kind of sound like I don't know.
True.
My vote's the screaming though.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. High pitch. Oh, it is the low pitched humming. Oh, known as singing sands. Places like the N Nabum Desert can emit a drone so loud it sounds like low flying bomber planes or massive pipe organ. Oh,
Ooh.
that's interesting. That must be
Wow.
so horrifying to hear. Thankfully, I can't imagine myself ever in a desert alone by myself.
Yeah.
But like, imagine just like
Yeah.
alone in a desert at night and you just hear like this like singing. Ooh, spooky. All right. Next one we got. In Antarctica, there is a 5-story waterfall that appears to be bleeding bright red. What is actually causing it? Oh. Okay, so the options are a unique species of red toxic algae. Algae? I don't know, whatever. Iron-rich ancient saltwater oxidizing, extremely dense red volcanic ash, or glacial cosmic dust.
Okay, for this one, I feel like this is a guess, but I feel like it's the iron-rich ancient saltwater oxidizing because
Yeah.
iron does become red.
Yeah, I was gonna
And
say
oxidizing, yes, I think it's that.
that would be my guess.
Yeah,
I-
because that would
Yeah.
make sense.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, volcanic ash, but I'm like, do they got volcanoes in Antarctica? Is that a dumb question? I don't know. All right, let's see. The ancient. Oh, it is. That was right. Yeah. So, okay, so it's subglacial lake sealed off 5 million years ago. When trapped water finally trickles out and hits the air, the iron instantly rusts, creating a scene straight out of a horror movie. Oh. Wait, that's so interesting. Oh, I guess that makes sense because that kind of happens with like blood, like it oxidizes and that's what makes it red.
Yeah.
So I guess it's the same thing with iron, it turns red.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Oh, that looks scary, that picture.
I know. That is scary. And like if you're in Antarctica, like you don't know what's going
Are
on
those
out there.
penguins on it? Wait,
Oh, wait, I didn't even see. I
that
think
actually,
it is.
that would
Oh,
actually scare me. Imagine seeing that from distance. You would think like a bunch of penguins, like something bad is happening.
yeah.
Oh,
They're
So
just
scary.
vibing on the on the little hill
Yeah, for
there.
the people who obviously can't see this picture, it's a picture of like What do you like? I guess like the
It's the water, but it's red, so it looks scary.
yeah, it looks red, and then there's like snow under it, and then there's penguins standing on it.
Yeah.
So you could see how that could be a crime scene.
Yeah. It does look like a crime scene. All right. Let's see. We got next one. If you fell into the Bolton Strid, a deceptively narrow mountain stream in England, what would almost certainly happen to you? Oh, you'd get okay. The options are you get stuck in a visual illusion of static water. You get turned upside down by a hot spring. You'd be pulled into underwater deep voids, and oh my gosh, or nothing. It's only 2 feet deep.
Wait, deceptively narrow mountain stream in England. So that means very
Is it the
thin.
third one?
You'd be pulled underwater into deep voids. I don't know. Okay, but I'm kind of like it's saying it's deceptively narrow.
Yeah.
So I feel like it might be the it's only 2 feet deep thing.
But narrow means like this way,
Yeah,
and deep is that way. But if it's that narrow, how are you even fitting in it?
I
Oh,
know.
but it's deceptively.
Oh, deceptively narrow.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So maybe it's like
I'm thinking nothing. It's only 2 feet deep, just because that's the odd one out.
yeah. The rest of them all sound kind of bad. I feel like it's either the 2 feet deep or maybe it's like the visual illusion. Like I don't know. Like maybe it's like
True.
I don't know.
Cause like deceptive, and then like it could be like an illusion.
I'm gonna guess the 2 feet deep. Oh no, no. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, you'd be pulled into underwater deep voids. Okay.
but how would you have 100% mortality rate? That means you'd live.
No. No.
Wait,
Wait, right? No, I don't. Wait.
mortality.
Oh, yeah, no. You would not live from that. It says, okay, it looks like a cute, jumpable creek, but it's actually a massive, deep river turned
Oh.
sideways into narrow chasm. The underwater currents are riddled with hollow caves that trap and destroy anything that falls in. No one who has fallen in has ever survived.
Goodness, that's
Yeah.
so deep and scary.
No, in the photo, they show a photo of it, and it actually looks like
Small.
yeah, like it looks like a little creek. Like I could
Well,
see
that
like maybe
is-
like people hiking and just kind of like
That's terrifying. That is what I thought we were talking about something way different. Like this looks like it couldn't be that dangerous, but I guess you're not surviving. So.
yeah. That's why that's why I don't go on hikes without research or people that know what they're doing because I could totally see myself like hiking and like stumbling across that and just being like, oh cute, let me hop across it or something and like fall in like
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Next one we got. What historical monument was being constructed at the exact same time that woolly mammoths were still walking the earth? We got the Great Wall of China, the Roman Colosseum, the Egyptian pyramids of Giza, and Stonehenge. Okay, this is one of those things where it's like
I think it's the pyramids.
I was gonna.
I feel like I've heard that, or I've heard something like that. History's like weird because it's like it's one of those things where it's like there's different things going on in different parts of the world, and it's so completely different. But
Yeah.
like it could be happening at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It might be the pyramids. I feel like I've heard this before.
I feel like yeah, because the pyramids have been around for so long.
Yeah, but they were making those for a while. That took a while.
But like also the Colosseum was being like made a long, long time ago.
Yeah, but at the exact same time that woolly mammoths were still walking. I don't know. It might be the pyramid. My guess is the pyramids. They took a while to make, unless you think it's the aliens, but we'll see. Oh, it is. It is the pyramids.
Oh yeah.
All right. It says so. While the main mammoth populations died out 10,000 years ago, a tiny isolated population survived on Wrangel Island about 1700 BCE, centuries after the Great Pyramid was built. Pharaohs and mammoths existed at the same time. That's so interesting. I'm like just like when were woolly mammoths a thing? Like how long ago did those go extinct?
Yeah.
That's so funny. I didn't think they were like that old for some reason. All right. Let's see. We got which prestigious European university is actually older than the entire Aztec Empire? All right, we got Oxford University, Harvard University, the Sorbonne, University of Bologna. Prestigious European university.
Wait,
Is it Oxford?
why do I think it's the one in Bologna? I don't know if I'm right or not.
I could see.
Because I think there is like a big college there.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, that kind of just sounds a little ancient. Oxford, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't think it's that.
I don't know about Oxford. It could be.
Harvard? Harvard's definitely. There's no way it's Harvard. Because that's American. I feel like I kind of want to go with the University of Bologna, I think. Well, we'll see. Let's find out.
Was it right? Oh,
Oh, it is Oxford.
really?
Oh, wait. Teaching at Oxford began around 1096. While the Aztec civilization didn't fully establish its capital city. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce that. Until their capital city until 1325.
Wow.
Oh.
Whoa. Oxford started teaching that long ago?
I didn't think that they were around that long ago. I'm gonna
That's
be
not-
honest.
Yeah, that's not like it wasn't college though then. It was just like probably like an
It was probably like a school, I guess. Just like whatever, like,
what I didn't even know there was school at that time.
I don't know. I mean, I guess they were probably. Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, honestly, I have no idea. That's kind of crazy. Wow, Oxford's really old. I guess maybe it wasn't the campus itself, it was more just like the institution that was
Yeah,
built.
I
don't know. I mean, it's an old campus, but I didn't think it was that old of a
No,
campus.
and I'm obviously they like I don't think they could have it since when was the date? 10 whatever.
Yeah, it's like literally like 1096.
Yeah, it's obviously been like completely
Yeah.
like probably 3 times.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Probably like 20 times. It's a really long time ago.
That's actually kind of crazy.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. We got the next one. In 18th century Europe, what food item was so rare, expensive, and prestigious that high society aristocrats would literally rent them for the night just to carry them around at parties as a status symbol?
What was the options?
We have avocados, pineapples, chocolate bars, or tomatoes.
I think avocados.
I was gonna
Wait,
say pineapples.
I think it's pineapples. I feel like I learned about this somewhere because I don't think like they have it. Like, I don't think they grow in Europe.
Yeah, no.
I think
They're,
it was like an
tropical,
imported thing.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's pineapples. I was gonna say chocolate bars, but they definitely had
I don't know
chocolate.
why I think it's avocados. I'm gonna stick to that one, but I could
It's
see
either one of those. I think it's like whatever's like imported.
I could see why it could be
But were they rocking with avocados in Europe at that point though? Like, I don't think they were making guac, you know?
They're just making some avocado toast.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna put the pineapples. It is. Okay, I've heard this before. That's
Yeah.
why I was like, that sounded really familiar. Okay. A single pineapple could cost thousands of dollars in today's money. You didn't eat it, you rented it, walked around a party with it under your arm, and let everyone know you were absurdly wealthy. That's so
What
funny.
if someone asked for like a bite? Like, do you have to be like, sorry, no, not tonight?
No. Well, it costs like thousands of dollars, so, you know,
Crazy.
I don't think that's a thing they were just like giving out anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, they weren't even eating it. I guess it was just to be like, look, I could afford one of these. Like,
Let's see.
all right, let's see. I think we got time for one more here. Let's not do that one. Let's do. Okay. Oh wait, I feel like I know this one. Okay, why don't you constantly see your own nose blocking your field of vision? The options are your eyes physically curve light around it, your brain actively deletes it from your conscious awareness,
I know
the
this.
human nose is slightly translucent to peripheral vision, and it is actually too close to focus on. Okay,
I think your brain deletes it.
I was gonna say, I feel like I've heard that. Like, it's like it deletes it from your conscious awareness. I wouldn't say it's too close
Because
to focus on.
wait, I don't know if you guys could do this, but if you close one eye, you could see.
Yeah,
So I think your brain just deletes it.
I think so. Because I can imagine it must be really annoying if you like
Cause like then
see your own nose all day. Wow, that's actually kind of crazy. Like when you like look around, like you can't see your nose, but it's right there. I think that's what it is. Like I don't know, I
think
can't
so
see it.
too.
I feel like if it was too close to focus on, I don't know. I feel like then you would still kind of see it. You just wouldn't be focused on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your brain deletes it.
But I've heard that before, so that's why I knew that.
Yeah. No, I knew like it was something like that, but
Which is crazy because like when does your brain decide to delete it at a certain time? Like, do you see your nose when you're like younger, or like is it just like
I think it's just like birth thing. I don't know.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's all we got time for here today at 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. This is the Summer Buzz. This is your Monday crew going on. We'll be here next Monday, but you could tune in Monday through Thursday if you'd like to hear the morning buzz. And we will see you same time next week.
Bye.
Hey, you're listening to 90.3 FM, WMSC Upper Montclair.